Friday, October 16th. We're here at the Cutright Marina on Lake Monroe, just south of Bloomington, Indiana. This seems to be our launching point for most of our excursions over into the Deam Wilderness, which is that bank way over there. Several thousand acres of wilderness. This is the easiest access point to it. As you can see, there's a little bit of wind, a little bit of white capping out there. But anyway, we're going in for 2 nights and 3 days. Steve and I are here on Friday, and the rest of the crew will be coming in sometime tomorrow. This is our first shot of cold weather. It's going to get down near freezing tonight and well into the 20s on Saturday night. Well, there's the new kayak. It's a Perception Charter 12, which is a 12-foot, 4-inch boat. It's designed quite a bit different than the Viper that I have, which is a 10-foot, 6-inch boat. The Viper is wider and more stable, and being short, it's much more maneuverable. So it's better equipped and better designed for moving water, as in creeks and stuff. I also use it for fishing because it's much more stable. However, this boat, for a 12-foot boat, is really stable as well. But this whole design, you can see the really sharp point in the front and again in the back. It's designed for flat water or large lakes like this. It actually just slices through the water, where the shorter, wider boats kind of plow through the water like a barge. So you exert a whole lot less energy when paddling long distances, and that's the benefit of it. And you've got extra storage capacity. It's got an actual dry compartment in the back underneath that hatch there, and you can push things up in the front. So as you can see, I've got it loaded down. We're here for 2 nights and 3 days. It's going to be cold this weekend, and ought to be fun. So anyway, we'll talk more about this boat later, but this will give you an idea of what we're looking at. Well, as you can see, the wind has really picked up. We've got about, I don't know, 14, 16, 18-inch swells. I've got the wind to my back right now, just kind of coasting. You may be actually able to hear the wind in the microphone on the camera, probably. Straight ahead, you see Steve, and then go a straight line over to the shore. That's where we're heading. It's, that little indentation is our camp. I need to get paddling before I get turned around and get in trouble. Well, the wind. Try paddling while I'm doing this. It's probably not very good videoing. Woo, that almost came in. Okay, there's our destination. But as we've gotten over here and come further from that way, the wind has had more time to build up the size of the swells, and they're now almost 2 foot high. So can't go without paddling for long, because if I get sideways in this, I'm in trouble. So gotta go again. There's where we're going. There's camp. Just give you an idea of the waves that are coming in. Well, we got camp set up, and it has been pretty damn interesting with these 20-25 mile-an-hour winds a howling. You can see Steve's got a wind block on the end of his, because it's just, the cold front's coming through. It's going to get down pretty cold, and man, if this wind keeps up, it's going to be tough. There's my setup. I've got the old Superfly battened down pretty tight, but it's blocking most of the wind. Laying in the hammock, I can feel very little wind. Steve's cooking us up supper here. We made a wind block. We're going to keep a really small fire tonight. That way it'll not eat up a lot of wood. Still keep us nice and toasty. I think Steve's bundled up more because it's windy than it is that it's cold. It's probably in the upper 50s right now. Anyway, there's a walk around. There's the final sunset. Somewhere in the dark area is Steve. Boy, it didn't pick you up at all.
I'm visible. You can hear me talking, but you can't see me.
A figment of my imaginary friend Steve. This is about 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Got the fire going. Got the kettle full of water heating up. Yeah, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but there's quite a bit of fog on the lake. Wind is already picked up. Just a little. So that should blow most of the fog off there. Problem is, Steve's going to have to navigate through it to get back to the marina to pick everybody up. I'm going to stay here to kind of stand watch over camp and all of our equipment. It's normally not a problem, but better safe than sorry. However, if that fog bank stays pretty bad, I'll probably go with Steve in case something happens. I'll be right there with him, or he'll be right there with me. But we'll play that one by ear. So we gotta shove off in about an hour to make it over there in time. So I'm gonna get some coffee. Bad way to wake up. To a view like that.
Everything right with you.
Oh,
Right
hey.
with you. Huh?
I call your kayak.
gonna hit bottom here in a minute. Had a hard time getting in here.
You hear me?
Yeah, if I die, you can have it.
Yep.
Gotta give your other one to one of my boys though.
No, that ain't right.
It's 8:30.
Okay, if you look real close, yep, those are cinnamon rolls in there. We're gonna try baking them in kind of a convection type oven. We'll see what happens. It'll either work or it won't. Ought to be interesting. Okay, they've been on about 10 minutes. Let's see what they look like. Ho, 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 ho. Campfire cooking. Doesn't get much better than that. It's not quite as pretty a sunset tonight as it was last night. No clouds in the sky. Well, we stoked up the fire, stacked it up so that we'd have plenty of good hot coals in the morning. It's supposed to get down to about 27 degrees. The wind's died down quite a bit. It's probably blowing 3 or 4 miles an hour. So, we'll see you in the morning. Well, it got down to 27 last night, and the water temperature is much warmer, so you get this fog. You can kind of see it rolling over there. Little bit of wind started. When I first woke up, it was socked in solid. I mean, just like a blanket. Here's the Armada. That gives you a good idea. Just another wonder of Mother Nature. Fog's starting to burn away. Well, we've got camp broke down and everybody loaded up and into their kayaks, and now we're heading back to the marina. It's been a good weekend and it's been beautiful. In about a week the trees will really be turning. Let me show you. I already got some pretty good color. And back there is where we came from. So that's now you've seen everything that we've seen. So heading that way.